Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Chrissy and I'm a 39-year-old Canadian expat living here in London while I'm here to chase a dream. And all while I'm paying off just over £9,000 worth of credit card debt on a single income. So for those of you who are new here, my channel is all about my financial recovery in my journey of it. So today's video is going to be about my performance review for my debt journey, my debt repayment journey. But before I start that, I wanted to let you know that I have a debt confession to make. What's actually happened? It's sort of like an emergency. Okay, so I have a TV in my flat, and I've inherited this off of my colleague who just decided to upgrade their new television. So I said, guess what? I'm in the market for a television. It'd be great. So we did an exchange. I bought him a bottle of expensive whiskey, and in return I picked up the TV and I basically got it for free. So I'm very blessed to have that as a little handover. I've been enjoying it for a good 8 months until it just snapped and it's gone. So now that I live on my own, I found that the house is super quiet. And in the last couple of days that I've been without a TV, I've been completely, it's either very lonely, and two, which is probably why I went to all those socials. And two, it just there's no white noise. So either I'm hearing all the creaks and cracks of this apartment or whatever, but it's just freaking me out a little bit. Okay, so I decided I'm going to buy a television. So I bought a television off of Amazon, and I did this repayment program where, it's luckily the payment options included splitting it over the 5 months. So what I'm gonna do, instead of using it as my debt repayment, I'm going to add it into my variable costs. So yeah, that's out of the way there. So yeah, going right into it. So just a recap of last month, how I did last month. In June, my June performance was not so bad at all. So let me zoom you right in. So I started off in June with just over £6,000, and I paid off £845.81, leaving me to start July with £5,252.60. The biggest, I guess, the biggest wins that I had was I paid off I paid quite a hefty amount in my HSBC, which was nearly £740, and it brought that from 2,000 into just under 1,500. So all I can say is that I was just way too quick to jump the gun to make it sub 1,000. So let's look at what July looks like. So I'm going to start off with just creating my template here. This is very basic. I didn't learn this from, I just looked at images on Google on how to track your debt. And, all these Etsy pages came up. And it just, to me, it doesn't make any sense to invest in something, to buy a sheet when I'm on a budget. So I'm just going old school here. So description, interest. Okay, got it. Here we go. So this would be for the description, that would be for the interest, and this would be for the opening balance and activity and closing balance. So let me just write the titles down. Budgeting Daddy, I love his channel. If you've guys seen it, he has like this no fuss way of budgeting. Like, he'll use the cash envelope system, and then you'll see that anyone could cash budget without all like the frills and frocks of stickers and all that stuff. Although I do really like it. It does make budgeting a lot more fun. It's a bleak topic, guys. So open balance, activity, Just making sure I'm in the frame there and closing. So the first thing I want to keep in scope is my PayPal, because it took a while for me to pay for the PayPal account. So I'm going to keep it in scope, just to feel like I'm winning. So 0 interest paid, because I had a 0 balance, so I didn't need to pay anything. And there we go. We still won in the end of the month. So we're going to keep that in scope there. 0, 0 across the board. And then the next I want to focus on is my HSBC. And if you have been watching me, HSBC has been, I've had this credit card for as long as I can remember me opening it, you know, as soon as I started having some sort of decent credit here in the UK. So I've had this for well over 10 years, and my interest rate for that is only 17.9%. And I say only, but it's still a cost, right? So anyway, the interest that I paid last month was £30 and 73 pence. And my opening balance, because I started at 1459.73, so that the 1459.73 plus £30 and 73 pence. So I started my month with £1,490 and 46 pence. Not ideal, but it's still under 1,500, which is the silver lining of all of this. So it's my minimum debt repayment for HSBC was only $45.33. And I say only because I'm coming from like 59, and then the month before it was 69, and then the month before is 82.94. So I've made really good progress here. So my minimum debt repayment was 45.33, and I was very ambitious in the start of July, which I put aside £644 and 95 pence. Whoops. I'm not in Canada anymore. So 644.95. So let's just see here. So my total. So the total amount that I did pay, 4533 plus 644.95, is £690 and 28 pence. Great. So that means 1,490, not thousand, £1,490 and 46 pence minus 690.28 equals, oh, that almost spells like, that spells a word, I think. So £800 and 18 pence. I am so elated by that, by the way. Like, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pay this off in August, but you know, it's a tall order. It's a really tall order. So yeah, my closing balance, and I haven't seen it that low for a very, very long time. So as woohoo, totals. Okay, great. So we can move on now to my Virgin Media. So if you guys think about it, once I clear this off, my Virgin Media is like all that's left to pay. I only have one credit card to pay, and that is really like, I'll get through that like no problem, because after a certain amount, it started off as a balance transfer card. So after a certain amount, I only have like, I'll only have until July until it's interest free. So that's fantastic. Anyway, moving on, let me get back on track here. So Virgin credit card, my interest that I paid last month was £13 and 21 pence, and I did close off June with a balance of 3,792.87 plus 13.21. So that actually opened up my balance as 3806.08. And I'm not focusing on this at the moment, so I'm just trying to make minimum debt repayments, which is 5114. And I put in an extra 50 pounds just for the hell of it, just to, you know, fast track fast track the recovery there. So that means that I only paid, so let me just put a line here and figure out how much I paid. So that should be £101 and 14 pence that I put towards that balance. So 3806.08 minus 101.14 is 3,704 pence and 94. Sorry, 3,704 pounds and 94 pence, which is a-okay. If that gets under 2,000, that means I'm not paying any interest for until July, so that's pretty easy. So let's finish this off. 3806.08. And looking at my totals now, totals. So in total, the amount of interest I actually paid is $43.94. We already know how I feel about that. That could have been a new top that I could go on dates with. That's annoying. Anyway, the debt that I started off with for July is $1,490.46 plus 3,806 pounds 08 5296 54. And altogether the debt that I've actually paid off, 690.28 plus 101.14 is 791.42. Hey, that's quite similar to the last one. No, I lied, that's not it. Okay, and then what my closing balance, 3,704.94 plus 818 pounds is 4,505 pounds and 12 pence. So I went from 5,296 pounds and 54 pence to 4,505 and 12 pence, which is that is getting very near. So let's just look at my little chart here. So looking at this in hindsight, this is where I am. You can see I'm already excited that my decline is going to, it's pretty steep if you think about it. So where I am, you'll see that I've slowed down a little bit. And that could only be for one reason. It's because it's the summer holidays, all the uni kids are back, and my side hustle income has been affected by that. That means that they're getting all the hours, and I'm sort of just kind of letting it happen because I'm either one, enjoying life and spending money, or two, I was pretty close to burnout, and I don't want to get there, you know? So, yeah, so what was my 45, the amount, hello? 4505.12. So let's call it 4505. So that is just halfway here, 4505, and this is going into July. $45.05. Still a pretty steep decline, you know. Hold on. Nope. There you go. That'll do. That'll do. So not too bad if you think about, oh, let me zoom you out. Not too bad if you think about it. The decline is pretty good. So if you think about it, 4505 divided by 9048. I've basically paid off nearly 50% of the debt that I started, and I'm only in 5 months. So in hindsight, or in perspective, in the grand scheme of everything, I think I'm doing an okay job. I think I'm doing pretty well. I really have to remember that I have to live as well. I have to enjoy life, and I have to be proud of myself where I can, because I think it was last month or so where I experienced near burnout, where I cried at work twice, and I can't do that. Why? I I can hear it in my videos as well. Like, I'm getting really tired. I have to think, like, I don't want to be in that scarcity mindset anymore. I want to feel like this new financial journey for me is is all about embracing working hard, having what you've got, living underneath your means, and in the end of it, my life is going to be enriched. Therefore, I'm going to have an enriched retirement. Like, I can't be carrying this debt on much further, but nor can I miss out on what's important in life. So I think I contradicted myself there for a little bit. So I better stop talking. It is getting late. But yeah, that is my performance review for my debt update. And I hope you enjoyed this, guys. And thanks so much for listening and watching me. Okay, have a great day. Bye, guys.